Now, I'm no stranger when it comes to being an idiot. Recently, I did something so stupid, like so idiotic. Now, by the thumbnail of this video, I bet you can guess what's about to happen. I made a bet where if I lost, I have to lose all my hair. I'd have to go bald. Why did I make this bet, you ask? Literally no freaking reason. Like, the bet conditions were, if I lost, I'd have to lose all my hair. Like, I just have to shave it off. But if I won, like, nothing happens to the other guy. It all came down to either I lose my hair or I don't. It was really stupid. Now, this bet wasn't an ordinary bet. It wasn't like I was betting on one person out of 456 to win a bunch of challenges to the death. No, this was a bit more complex. Now, before I say what the bet is, I just want to announce that this is the 100th video that is going on this channel. That's kind of crazy. We've been doing this for a long time. This is a pretty big milestone, so I knew I wanted to do something big for the video, so I thought that this was like the perfect thing. The way that this bet started was kind of stupid. Now, our story begins on October 12th. It was a Tuesday, and I was in the lunchroom, just minding my own business, just eating my nice, great sandwich. Then, all of a sudden, I was approached by our antagonist of the story, a person who goes by the name Burton. This man literally walks up to me and goes, "If I get 100 signatures, will you go bald?" And after no less than 5 seconds of consideration, I just said, "Yeah, sure," and we shook on it. After that, he immediately started work on the petition to get those signatures. And at that moment, I kind of realized the gravity of what I just agreed to. And I shook on it, so there was no going back. Now, in a school with over 2,500 people, 100 signatures, that's chip change. That's going to be so easy to get. So I practically begged him to push it up to 250, and he agreed. He's a cool guy, I appreciate it. So we raised it up to 250 signatures, and we set a deadline. This deadline would be Friday the 16th. Now, being the 12th, that's like 4 days, but hey, Friday's the deadline, so that only leaves 3 days, and at this current moment, we're at the end of the day. So it's more like 2 full school days that he has to get these signatures. Now, I instantly knew that I wanted to turn this into a YouTube video, so at this moment, I whipped out my camera, and I started recording. So this is the events that happened right after we started the bet.
Okay. We're in class. We're in school. Look at my luscious hair. Look at this guy. His luscious hair. There's a petition going around. There's a petition. It's over here. 250 signatures. I'm going bald. Yikers.
I will too.
He will too. Stockton will go bald too. Are you seriously gonna go bald if I go bald?
Yeah.
Bald bros.
Wait, are you gonna sign it?
I'm not gonna sign it.
Okay, we're not gonna sign it because if it happens, we're both going bald.
Two Stockton?
Yeah.
Alright. How many so far? Dude, this is ridiculous. Why did I agree to this? This is such a dumb idea. We're definitely gonna lose it.
Now, once I saw how many signatures he got in literally like 2 minutes, I asked to raise it up again. It was kind of lame, but then again, this is my hair we're talking about. So we just push it up an extra 50 to 300. 300 signatures by Friday. And thankfully, he agreed. Now, after lunch, there was only one period left in the day. And while I was in that period, I literally sent a message to everyone, all of my contacts, with this image. I said, "Yo, try to convince people to not sign the petition for me to go bald. I goofed up. 300 signatures by Friday morning and all this hair is gone. Please do your part. Hashtag save the hair." Now, most people were cool, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, I won't sign it. Yeah, I'll tell others." But then, there's those people who really wanted to see me suffer. But there's this one guy, Kenneth. Love the man. Best man in the world. He went out of his way to post on his Instagram story saying, "Hey, don't sign it. Tell people not to sign it." And I was like, this right here, this is a real one. I love this guy. Now, it's the end of the school day, so I go to meet back with them to see how many signatures they got in just 2 hours alone.
How many signatures?
I think, wait. It's 61 now. And it's
61?
been like 2 hours.
Oh my freak, I'm gonna lose this thing.
You're gonna lose your hair.
I'm gonna lose my hair. It's not fair.
I I was in disbelief. In just 2 hours, they got that many. Like, I was expecting 40. But, I mean, it's okay because it's the end of the day. So, well, it's the end of the school day. So, the signatures have kind of capped off at that point. So, they're not going to get much more than that. Now, they had 2 days remaining to get 240 signatures. All the while, I'm sweating balls at the thought of losing my hair. All I had left to do was go home and wait around until it was the next day. So it's now kind of starting to hit me that I might lose my hair. I'm not gonna back out of this though. I said I'll do it, so I'll do it. I'm not a puss. All they need is 240 more signatures by Friday. Now it sounds like a lot, but the fact that they got 60 signatures in 2 hours, that scares me. But we'll see. They have Wednesday and Thursday left. Then we'll find out on Friday if I get to keep these luscious locks or not. No, I went to school the next day worried. Like I was so worried about what they have accomplished. But I wasn't quite prepared for this. Now this was the first period of the day and I hadn't seen them passing petitions around in the morning. So I messaged James, one of the people who was like spreading out the petition, how many signatures they got. And luckily, he said they got none, which would be fine if it weren't for what he said next. He said, I don't think we got any this morning, okay? So that was what I said before. But then he says this. He says, but now, Kenneth has separate papers that he's using for signatures too. Now, I was a little skeptical at first. Like, Kenneth? The same guy who posted on his story for the whole world to see, to not sign the petition and to, like, keep my hair. I love that guy. You know, like, I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. But I went ahead and I checked his Instagram, and there it was, directly after the post where he said to not shave my head. He posted this. Guys, never mind. Sign the thing, and if someone tells you not to do it, punch them in the face. I'm not included, though. Like, what the freak, dude? Like, why'd he change his mind? Why the change of heart? It made no sense to me. Well, luckily, what James sent next was the answer to my question. James then sent me a conversation he had with Kenneth. And he said, okay, Kenneth, I'm gonna make this clear, so you better listen up. Evan's petition is for a noble cause. Yes, he will lose his gorgeous red locks and possibly his will to live, but with that, he will gain more popularity, and since he's planning on making this a YouTube video, something as crazy as shaving his head would give him lots of views, which could lead into a good future. So technically, what we're doing is good for him. This is your last chance. Stop talking people out of signing the petition, or I will find you and I will kill you. Man's just threatened him. But then Kenneth said, hey, I was actually going to sign the paper. I want to see him bald, actually. So I'm gonna post now that everyone signs it, and I'll ask in every single class that they all sign it. And then James says, yeah, that's what I thought you said the first time. You're safer now. Like, okay. So there are two things that were brought out to me by this. First of all, now Kenneth is asking other people to sign. So there's a new petition on the market. But the second thing is, he literally said that he was gonna sign it anyways. So this guy was planning to stab me in the back from the beginning. You think you know someone. I mean, that news was heartbreaking, but we're gonna fast forward to the end of the day, where once again, I meet up with Burton to see how many signatures they got that day.
Tell me the score report. You have to talk loud.
As of right now, I have 170 signatures.
170?
170.
Okay, so
I have to
just barely over half.
Yeah. So I need to get 130 by tomorrow.
By tomorrow. That's a lot.
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
It's possible.
It's possible. Not likely though. Things are looking good for me.
Now, on the second day, like, because it's such a big school, I expected him to have, you know, around 250 signatures just on the second day. But the fact that he got 170 signatures really boosted my confidence.
Do you think I'm gonna lose my hair?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. 100%.
Really? I don't think I am. Do you honestly think I'm gonna lose my hair? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I'm completely convinced.
I don't know. I think this guy's here to stay. By the end of tomorrow?
Oh,
Hey,
sign it? Did you
the
sign
video.
it?
Did
no,
you
I
sign
haven't.
it?
Should I?
Yes.
Should I?
Go sign it. Yes.
Okay.
Go.
It's on his
Lindsay, go. Go.
Okay. They've converted another.
Now, after that, I walked home. You know, I went back to my humble abode, happy as can be. And then I found out that in that time it took me to walk home, they got 30 signatures. So that confidence I had earlier just completely shattered. Just gone out the window. Quick update. It is the end of Wednesday, and they just passed 200. It's at like 201. Okay, I don't know. We got a day left. Tomorrow's the last day they can do this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I keep this hair or not. Now, this was the last day of the challenge, and for the first 3 periods, I had no news. I had, no idea how many signatures they got, so the entire day I was just quaking in my boots, sweating down, filling them with sweat, and just chugging it. It was awful. But after the 3rd period, it was time to go to lunch, the very birthplace of this stupid bet. But in the lunchroom, I knew I'd get word on how many signatures they got, and that I did.
It looked really nice.
I can already see you bald. I can picture it.
Pull me, you pull James, you pull AJ, Josh.
Mr. Clean, I could take that.
That's my dad.
How many signatures?
Oh, it's at like 250.
250?
Yeah, we need around 50 more.
Yikers. I hear someone. Hold up. Burton, the mastermind behind it all. How many signatures?
Chelsea just counted. I'm pretty sure we had like 250 or 260 now.
250?
Yeah.
You only have 1 period left though.
I know. I might take it to the football game. I don't know.
I didn't even think about the football game. Do you think I'm gonna get my head shaved?
I do think Evan's gonna get his head shaved, and I'm really not excited for it because he's probably gonna not look that good.
Stockton did a pinky promise with me. We did this, and
Stockton's probably regretting it so much.
that he would shave his head too.
Stockton,
This man's going bald with me.
Are you regretting?
Yeah, so after that, I pretty much knew my hair was gonna go. No, it was the last period of the day, and all that I can really do at that point is just hope. Just hope that there'll be a terrible accident that'll happen to one of them. And it will be so dramatic that it'll cause so much mental trauma with everyone else in the group that they just stop the petitions, that they forget about the stupid bet, and that I could keep my hair. But sadly, that didn't happen. And that fact became clear to me when it was the end of the day and I walked up to them to see what my fate was.
No way. No way. No way. Let me see. How many? Like 300 exactly?
Yeah. Say goodbye to these gorgeous
This is.
I'm sorry.
It's happening. Oh my gosh. Dang.
You didn't think I could do it, huh?
Honestly, I lost. Well, at first I totally thought you were, but when yesterday you got 200 at the end of the day, I was like, "There's no way."
I didn't think I was gonna get it, but I did.
You did.
I did. You guys are welcome.
300 signatures exactly. And it wouldn't even matter if any of them were fake, because Kenneth, by this time I heard that he had an extra 50 signatures from people who already hadn't signed it. I mean, there was nothing I could do to stop this. I couldn't even ask for a recount because I already did. And we recounted and there was still 300. So I just had to accept the fact that I lost and that I'm gonna have to lose these luscious locks. What'd I just do? Although I knew I was losing my hair, to soften the blow a little bit, it was kind of cool to know that my friends were gonna do it with me. My friends Stockton and Levi, they gave me a pinky promise. They gave me their word. And if you do a pinky promise and kiss it, you just can't not do that. It was cool to know that even though I failed, they would just stick with me. Now on the last day of losing my hair, I celebrated that by watching the best movie in the entire world. I'm talking about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules, all the way, baby. Now watching that movie really made me realize that no matter how bad I think this situation is, Greg has been through way worse. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh my gosh.
That's so much hair, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yo. Just keep cutting, get over it. Wait.
He's got a racing stripe.
Oh my gosh. I really hope I don't have a weird head shape.
Should I do that?
Did you do
Now
what?
is the wrong time to worry about this.
What do you mean? Did you do what?
It might be a bald spot.
What? How?
Sell them.
Yeah, take a picture of it. Let me see.
How do you do that?
I don't know how to do this. No.
You can do that.
It's a scar.
It's a
Oh,
scar.
that's from when I hit my head on the coffee table.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
good.
it is.
I thought
That's
I
a
did
scar.
that.
It
That's
is
my
a
scar.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I don't want to cut your face off.
Dude, I forgot I had a scar. Now I'm mad.
Down the middle first.
Down the middle, right down the middle. Okay, this isn't gonna be too bad. Going by ball is a horrible idea.
Why did you agree to this?
It's so funny. It's funny.
Hey, people have
Good night.
yeah, people who have dogs.
Keep it like that. Bro, wait.
What did you do?
This is hurting me. Hey, Brennan, I'm tired. Come do the rest of his head.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to do.
Quick note, Stockton's girlfriend said she'll literally break up with him if he cuts off all his hair, so he just went short, but we said it was acceptable. Please enjoy.
Oh, I can take off my jacket if that's in the way. Oh my gosh. Sorry if I'm really boring. I'm like in shock because this really is like the first haircut I've ever had. It's definitely different.
But looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, spin around, grab that phone again.
Yeah, it's all gone. It's been a week since I've shaved my head, so I've gotten a bit more used to it now. It definitely has grown a lot longer than that initial buzz cut, but yeah, it's just all gone. This is what I look like now. But yeah, for this whole week, I don't know, I've been chilling. My week at school, that was interesting because that's where it all started, and there's 300 people wanting to see my shaved head. A lot of touching happened. A lot of people just came up and just started rubbing my head, which I don't really mind, but it was very interesting. I think the thing that I'm most surprised about is that, you know, people were saying I actually pull it off, which I don't know if I agree with. It definitely looks a lot better than I thought it would, but I don't know. My hair's just gone. But there was like only one person who said that I didn't pull it off, or at least they said they hated it. And that was actually Brennan, the guy who shaved my head. The entire week he was just complaining like, oh, I miss your old hair, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny that since he was the one who shaved my head, but he's been the only one who's been complaining about it. Now we're gonna take a step back to the beginning of the video where I said that I had no clue why I decided to take this bet. And folks, that was a lie. The reason why I decided to, take this bet in the first place or just agree was because I wanted to spice my life up a bit. This whole month of October, I've just kind of decided that I want to step more out of my comfort zone. So this is actually like the best time to do it. This week, or the week right after I shaved my head, I went to my first haunted house, which seems like nothing, but for a guy who watched his first horror movie when he was, 14, it was kind of a big step, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Now, my advice for anyone watching this video would to just be like, be more adventurous. Do stuff that you wouldn't normally do, but make sure it's legal. It's been a fun experience. It's just something that I would have never thought of doing, and I did it, and I don't know, it was a whole bunch of fun. I've had so much fun during this whole thing. I think the best benefit to having my head shaved would be that I was able to have a really cool Halloween costume that I threw together in like 30 minutes. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, this is my 100th video on this channel, and I've loved every step of the way getting here. If you made it this far into the video, I would like to give you a sneak peek on what the future is going to bring. I am making a shorts channel with all the funny clips that are happening on the streams that aren't turned into YouTube videos. Big stuff is happening, big stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.